Hello students, today we will do exercise 1.2 of chapter first. In this exercise we will discuss about the rational and irrational numbers. As you know that a rational number is a number which can be written in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and where Q will not be equal to 0. Then this number is called a rational number. And a number which can't be written in the form of P by Q, then we say that this number is an irrational number. Further, when any number we have to check either it is rational or irrational number on the basis of its decimal expansion, then in that case we have some conditions. So here we have first condition when we have to check a number rational or irrational on the basis of its decimal expansion. So first condition is terminating decimal expansion. Terminating decimal expansion. When remainder becomes 0, in that case we say that this number have terminating decimal expansion. For example, if we take 11 by 2. 11 by 2. When we divide 11 by 2, then we will write here as 5 and then 10. Then we can take here decimal. Then after here we have remainder is 0. We get here remainder 0 after 2 steps. And our final answer is 5.5. In that case, we will say that this number have terminating decimal expansion because here we get remainder is 0 after 2 steps. And in that case also we say that this number is a rational number. So this is our first condition to check a number is rational. When a number have terminating decimal expansion, then we say that this number is a rational number. Second condition is non-terminating. Second condition is non-terminating recurring expansion. Non-terminating recurring expansion. In that case, when remainder never becomes 0, but it will repeat after some steps, then we say that this number have non-terminating but recurring. Recurring means here repeating decimal expansion. For example, if we take 1 by 3, here we have to divide 1 by 3. We can't divide it, so we'll take here decimal and then 0. Then again remainder is 1. Again we will repeat the same process. 9. Again we get remainder is 1. Again 0. Then 3. Then 9. Again we get remainder here 1. Again we will write here 0. Then 3. Then 9. So it will repeat up to infinite times. So in that case we will say that our answer is 0.333. We will write here dash dash dash. Then we can say that this number have non-terminating. It is not terminating, it is non-terminating but repeating. A number is repeating again and again and again. So we will say that this number have non-terminating but repeating decimal expansion. In that case also we will say that this number is a rational number. So to check a number is rational, we have two conditions. First is terminating decimal expansion and second one is non-terminating but recurring decimal expansion. Next is non-terminating, not recurring. Third condition is non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion. case, remainder never becomes 0 and never repeat. It will change again and again. In every step, you will get remainder a different number. In that case, we will say that this number have non-terminating and non-recurring. And also in that case, we will say that this number is a irrational number. So to check a rational, we have two conditions, and to check irrational, we have just one condition. For example, if we divide 22 by 7, first step is 3, then 21, 1. We can't divide it, so we'll take here 0 and put decimal in the answer. Then after this 3, then again 0, 4, then 28, then 2, then 0, then 2, 14, then 6, then 0, then 8, 56. It will repeat, remainder become different in every step. This divide will not stop, it will continue up to infinite. So in that case, we will write here dash dash dash, and this divide never, remainder never becomes 0 and never repeating. So we will say that this number have non-terminating, non-recurring means not repeating. So we will say that this number is a irrational number. Now we will do some questions on the basis of these conditions. So first question is 36. First question, first part, 36 divided by 100. Here we can write it as 0.36. Here divide is stop here, finish here. So we can say that this number have terminating decimal expansion. Next part is statement is 1 by 11. You have to divide 1 by 11. When we divide these two numbers, then we get here answer is 0.909090 up to infinite. So here answer is repeating after two steps. We can write this number in the short form as 90 and bar. It is called bar. That means these two numbers are repeating. So we can write it in the short form as 0.90 bar. And in that case also we can say that this is non-terminating but repeating decimal expansion. So this is also a rational number. Next question is, we have to show a number in a number line. Statement is show square root of 5 on a number line. Square root of 5 on number line. For this purpose, first of all, draw a number line. To show this number on a number line, we will use here Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. So root 5. First of all, just take here distance of 2 centimeter. That means up to O to 2. We can write here as A. Point out this number as A. Take here distance of 2 centimeter. Then draw here a perpendicular. Draw here a perpendicular of 1 centimeter. This is our perpendicular. After that, join O and B. Join O and B. After that, next step will be open a compass and take a radius OB centimeter and draw here an arc on a number line which will cut this number line at a P point. Mark this point at P. So O to P, this is distance of square root of 5 on a number line. We will check our question by Pythagoras theorem. In the Pythagoras theorem, we will assume this number as a hypotenuse. As you know that in a Pythagoras theorem will be hypotenuse is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Consider this number as a perpendicular, square root of 5, perpendicular. Then perpendicular and consider this as hypotenuse, then perpendicular and base. Here we consider base as 2 centimeter, so put here 2 centimeter and square plus perpendicular is 1. So 1 square is 1 and 2 square is 4, which is equal to 5. So 5 is equal to 5. So our here Pythagoras theorem is also satisfied. So this is the method to show any square root of a number on a number line. Okay.